Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a new episode, to a new chapter, and to a new microphone. I'm excited for some more Danganronpa. Are you? Let's get started. It's gone. She really is gone. It's almost like there was never anything there to begin with. Every last sign of Sayaka's existence has disappeared without a trace. Just like he said. After the class trial, before we took the elevator back up, Monokuma told us. Oh, I almost forgot. Since the class trial's over, I'll go ahead and dispose of all the corpses. It's okay, no need to thank me. Just seeing your delighted, smiling faces is thanks enough for me. After all, nobody wants to look at a rotting corpse every day. It can't be good for your health. Didn't even have the time to mourn Sayaka and Junko's deaths. I'm sure that's exactly why he did it. It's a bad joke, a sickening dream. But I have to accept the reality of it all. I headed back to the dining hall to meet up with the others. Sorry I'm late.
Hey, are you okay, Makoto?
You sure took your sweet time. I was just about to go get you and drag you back here.
Sorry.
So what happened? Was your room fixed up like he said? I imagine it would be pretty hard to sleep with a rotting corpse in your bathroom. Jesus, that's fucked up, man. Why would you say something like that?
My room was spotless. There wasn't anything left. Like the whole thing never happened.
It must be tough staying there, knowing what happened. Why don't you just stay in Sayaka's room instead?
While staying there with her scent still hanging in the air, that would hurt just as much. Plus, I've decided that I can't just turn away from her death.
Makoto. You cheer up. Taking the breath isn't gonna help anything, right? If we all work together, I'm sure we'll find a way out of here. So everyone just try and cheer up and get back on track.
Is that honestly supposed to make us feel better?
Huh?
We were already working together, and yet someone was still murdered. Anyone could betray us at any time. Now that it's happened once, it's a question of when, not if, the next one takes place.
Yeah, because Sayaka made that first move. But if we work together against the mastermind, nobody will have any reason to do something like that.
Keep telling yourself that. I'll be over here in the real world. Working together, finding a common enemy. Like it or not, it's not that simple. What do you mean? The mastermind seems to be much more powerful than we ever suspected. They took over Hope's Peak, which was supposed to be well defended, and then modified it to fit their design. They created Monokuma, which seems to be incredibly advanced in their providing of our every need. And the cherry on top is the execution we witnessed. Everything has been planned down to the last excruciating detail. This is not the work of your everyday psychopath. Defying them may be too great of a risk.
Then what are we supposed to do?
Anyone who truly does want to escape will just follow the rules. In which case, the only option is to deceive those around you and win the game.
No,
No what?
I don't want to live if it means killing someone else to do it. I don't want to kill anyone else.
Anyone else? What do you mean?
Leon died because we all voted for him, right? It's no different from us killing him ourselves.
But...
If we hadn't voted for him, then we all would have died instead, right? That isn't what you wanted, is it?
He's right. If you hate that kind of blame on yourself, you'll turn into a full-fledged masochist. Chihiro, listen. You're not to blame. Not you, not Leon, and not Sayaka. The Masterminder is responsible for everything that's happened. We had no choice but to vote. can't imagine what would have happened to us if we'd refused. And in the end, it was Monokuma who ultimately killed Leon. So don't waste your anger on yourself. Instead, direct it at the mastermind. This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon, the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is limited. Oh, one other thing. It was totally obvious before that you were trying to make yourselves feel better and justify what you did. See you, don't see you, see you. That's about how much I can see you, even when you try to hide. Now pay attention and remember this well. The burden of judging others can be a heavy one to bear, so be well aware of your actions. Order and stability rely on the sacrifice and responsibility of everyone. Okay then, sweet dreams everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bad bugs bite.
What was that about you just now?
Was you saying it's our fault what happened? That's pretty cool, dude.
If he's a shit, who does it think he is?
So the day drew to a close. A tense, maddening day that saw the deaths of 3 classmates. Sayaka, Junko, and Leon. But this is just the beginning. Our despair has only just begun. Chapter 2. Boy's Life of Despair. Cool guitar jingle. I woke up the next day to Monokuma's normal morning announcement, and he calls us all to the gym. What's he gonna do to us this time? We were practically frozen with fear, but Monokuma was determined to get us involved in his little game. And with that in mind, he began it. Okay, lift your arms up and down! 1, 2, 3, 4!
1, 2, 3, 4!
Now reach way up and then way down. Tighten those muscles. Let's add a little strength and a little speed to those young buddies of yours. Doesn't this just feel great? Being stuck inside like this, you gotta make sure to stay healthy.
You're the one keeping us stuck inside.
Don't sweat the small stuff. That's my motto. Wow, I sounded pretty cool just now, don't you think? Did you fall in love with me? Am I just to die for? Am I just to die in writhing agony for?
So why did you call us here? Certainly it wasn't just to make us exercise.
Just to make you exercise? Just to make you exercise? If exercise makes you laugh, exercise will make you cry. Now if you keep doing these exercises, you will uncover the secret of the incessant fast. Passed down from generation to generation in the Empire of Darkness. That power can be yours. It sounds like the kind of jungle middle school I was come up with. Doesn't matter, just get to the point. It's not Monokuma, it's Makoto. Doesn't matter, just get to the point. Did you really call us down here just to exercise? Of course not! Do you think I have that kind of free time in my hands? Okay, so then, I'd like to make an announcement. Every time you overcome a class trial here at Hope Speak, a whole new world will open up to you. A whole new world? I'd really sick if you had to live it forever with nothing to stimulate you. Besides, I know you kids these days get all up with your ADD and ADHD. I gotta keep you motivated. So go ahead, look around all you want. Enjoy the brave new post-trial world to explode! Viewing! That Monokuma disappeared, leaving us even more confused than when he showed up. New world?
Talking about a way to get outside?
That seems unlikely.
Well, we don't know until we look.
Whatever he meant, it seems we'll have to search the school once more.
Okay, let's split up and start investigating. When we're done, everyone meet back at the dining hall and share what we found.
You're basically a one-trick pony, you know that?
More like a staple food source. Now let's get moving.
Seeing his words as their signal, everyone scattered and left the gym. What, oh what, could this new world be? Da-da-da-da! A staircase. The gate that was blocking the stairs has been opened. Is this what Monokuma meant by a new world? If so, what's up here?
This is the second floor of the school. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Yeah, I'm sure of it. There's gotta be something here. A pool, a library, and 2 classrooms. See a letter. Shelf is covered in dust, but on the shelf is a letter. What's this? Hope Speak Academy.
It was buried under a thick layer of dust. It must have been sitting here for quite a while. Well, shall we see what's inside?
But we shouldn't read other people's mail without their permission.
What we shouldn't do is leave this here without finding out what's inside.
Okay, jeez. I broke the seal on the dusty envelope and pulled out a single sheet of paper I found inside. I unfolded the paper and read what was written there. From the Hope Speak Academy Executive Office. Throughout the years, we have been committed to shaping the youth who will one day shape the world. We have a long, proud history as an institution of higher learning with full governmental support. Our graduates enter society ready to take on active leadership roles in every major job field. However, Hope Speak Academy must now lower the curtain on its glorious history for the time being. The decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope Speak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure have been resolved. That being said, this is the end, for now. And I would like to personally and sincerely thank everyone for your help and support over the years. Now, we are awaiting official governmental authorization to formally cease operations. What does this all mean? The contents of this letter are quite interesting indeed.
It would seem Hope Speak had stopped functioning as a school. And judging by the amount of dust the letter had collected, it doesn't seem to have happened recently. If I had to guess, I'd say this letter could be at least a year old.
So you're saying Hope Speak closed down at least a year ago?
Most likely.
The mastermind took over the abandoned school in order to put on this little performance. But that wouldn't mean it was closed when I got here just a few days ago. But I didn't get that sense at all. Plus, if the school had shut down, don't you think it would be all in the newspapers and stuff? I mean, you're saying it could have happened over a year ago, right? Before I got here, I looked up stuff online about the school. I never saw anything about this. It must have all been part of the mastermind's plan. They lured us all in here. Someone who would create a plan a place to judge and execute people who could potentially be capable of anything. Of course, that's all assuming that this letter is real.
It is real, though, that this self-one is running the school. The reason there are no other students here could be because the school had already closed down.
That would be a nice, simple solution if true. Then, what about this other part? The decision was not an easy one to make. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope Speak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure have been resolved. What do they mean by serious issues? That's apparently why the school had to close. Is there any connection between that and what's happening to us now?
If the two events are in fact connected, uncovering that connection would be a useful clue on top of figuring out the mastermind's motive. Although I can't really say any more until we find more details.
So in other words, only the mastermind knows the truth right now. The mastermind's motive. We can figure out why they would want to imprison us all here. Would that be enough to get us out? Or... Looks like a laptop. The laptop looks pretty old, and it's all covered in dust.
It's broken. I tried pressing the power button earlier, but nothing happened.
It's broken, huh? Too bad. I was hoping I could use it to go online and see what's going on in the outside world. If it's broken, there's nothing I can really do about it. What's behind this door? Some kind of archive. All I saw in there was stacks of old books and files. Can't imagine what business the U would have in there. That's true. I don't really have any reason to check it out. Hello? Mouse? The pool?
Oh my god, hey, guess what? Guess what I found? A pool! There's a pool here! A pool! Pool, 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 pool!
You don't have to keep repeating it, I got it.
There's a ton of exercise equipment in the locker room. Sakura's gonna go nuts when she finds out.
Yeah, you're right about that. Ina seems way more excited than usual.
The locker room's connected to a pool. It looks super nice. It's super big. It's super fantastic to swim in. I'm beyond excited right now. I can't wait to dive in. In fact, I'm getting kind of mad thinking about it.
Why are you getting so mad? And why am my voice cracking up? Hey Chihiro, have you checked out the pool yet?
No, I don't like wearing swimsuits.
Yeah, you do seem like the type who might not be in that kind of thing.
But still, it sounds like the locker rooms could have all the exercise equipment you could ask for. Maybe I'll give it a try. I kind of like to get a little stronger.
Want to get stronger? I have to say, that's kind of unexpected.
But I'm not even brave enough to step foot into the locker room.
You don't want to go into the locker room?
It's not that I don't want to, it's just...
I don't get it. Is she afraid of locker rooms or something? That's a pretty weird phobia, though. Behind this door is the locker room?
Oh, and I guess you need your hammock to get into these locker rooms.
Really?
Really? Ah! If you want to unlocker the locker room, you'll have to swipe your personal e-handbook across the card reader next to the door. However, to ensure maximum security within each locker room, only a boys' handbook can open the boys' locker room, and the same goes for the girls. And that's the bottom line.
But what if someone opens the door and someone else sneaks in?
Anyone who commits such indecency will be punished without mercy for the scandalous sexual depravity. See that Gatling gun mounted on the ceiling? And it only yells, "Digga, digga, 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 digga."
It could really hurt to get shot by that thing. No, I think it'd be a little worse than that.
But what happens if someone loans the handbook to someone else? A boy could borrow a girl's handbook and that would get them into the girl's locker room, would it not?
What? That never even occurred to me. To think someone could be so low, so cowardly, so devilish. Okay, then how's this sound? Time for a new rule. As of this moment, loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. There, so now nobody can give their handbook to anyone else, right? You like that? I'm kind of genius, right? It's because my brain is 100% cotton.
I do not imagine anyone would have lent the handbook out in the first place. After all, they would likely be held responsible for anything that person might do using the handbook.
But no, you seem awfully concerned with all this locker room security stuff.
It's because all you teenagers are sex-crazed maniacs. You're at the age you try humping a plastic bottle. So to keep anything unseemly from happening, I have to maintain a vigorous watch.
And in that case, I would like you to ask to keep the same close eye on the dorms. If someone and some woman decided to share a room, there would be nothing to stop them.
All I care about is protecting the holy image of the school itself. I don't care what happens in your private dorms. By force or by cunning, do whatever you want.
I hate you so much.
Okay, so the new regulation is now in place, and see ya! Viewing!
Man, that stupid beer totally ruined my mood. Maybe I'll go take a dip to cheer myself up. Slash, Chihiro, do you want to come with me?
There's nothing I hate more than getting water on my face.
Sorry, I'll pass this time. How come? When you're in a funk, there's nothing better than a good swim to pull you out of it.
I'm pretty sure it only applies to you. Anyway, now I have a pretty good idea what's on the second floor. I don't see anything that might lead to any kind of exit. All I can do now is hope someone else found something worthwhile. Alright, better head back to the dining hall.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, how did it go? Did anyone discover any interesting new anything? I found the library.
And a pool, a fucking pool, and a locker room, so the exercise equipment.
There was not, however, anything resembling an escape route. Well, hey, there's no reason to get all sucky. Wait till you hear about my amazing discovery. The warehouse and bathhouse on the first floor of the dorms are now open. And the warehouse is chock full of food, clothes, and whatever you want. There's so much it's insane! So go ahead and sniff yourself to the gills whenever you feel like.
Keep in mind, of course, that going out at nighttime is still prohibited. Please do not forget.
Okay, what about a fucking way out? You find anything like that? Oh, well, there wasn't anything in the warehouse we could use to get our ass out of here? Nothing?
Unfortunately, not that I saw.
You fucking people. Who gives a shit if we have a goddamn pool now? Or a warehouse, or whatever the fuck? We're still trapped in this piece of shit skull, and we need to find a goddamn way out!
Now, there's no point in taking your anger out on us. Adaptation is the key, yes? Now we must each find a way to enjoy our current situation.
Whatever you say, you fucking loon. For now, let's just continue our investigation and let everyone know if we should discover anything.
So are we done for today?
Yeah, I guess so.
The air seemed to suddenly grow heavy again. What was the mastermind? Was this the mastermind's plan? To give us hope, just to turn around and betray that hope? Y'all promise not to leave our rooms during nighttime. There's not much else to do, so I guess I'll just go to bed.
Mr. Monokuma, do you have a second? I don't really like myself. I don't have any kind of skill or hobby I can say I'm super good at. And my grades are totally average too, and my reflexes are okay. Not great, not awful. I could get into a decent college where I'd make a few friends, maybe even find a normal girlfriend. Which is exactly why I don't like who I am. I understand that now. My life is just one giant copy-paste. I don't have any imagination. I'm a perfectly average cardboard cutout. You see what I mean, right, Mr. Monokuma? Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m., and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine. Get ready to get another beautiful day! Oh, that's right. I wanted to let you know that your e-handbooks have been updated. New regulations have been added, so please take a look and enjoy your school life more than ever before.
A new rule had been added to the regulations. I was referring to yesterday. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Right now I need to hurry up and head to breakfast.
Morning, Makoto.
Good morning, is everyone here already?
Nope, still waiting on Byakuya and Taka, dude.
Yaki has no surprise, but his strange Taka's not here yet.
Knowing Taka, I imagine he's trying to get the king of tidiness up and out of bed.
I'm sure they'll be here soon enough. Just be patient.
I don't mind waiting for them, but there is one problem.
Which is?
I am thirsty.
How the fuck is that a problem?
Ifumi, would you make me some tea?
Hmm?
Milk tea, if you please.
Why me?
Your roundish figure reminds me of the owner of a coffee shop I used to frequent.
That's your reason?
I can feel my throat drying out. Quickly, please.
Okay.
Apparently unable to refuse Celeste's order, Hifumi scrolled his way into the bathroom. The bathroom kitchen.
Oh my god. A few minutes later.
Thank you for waiting! Hifumi reappeared with tray in hand, the gentle aroma growing stronger as he approached.
Finally. You could have made some for the rest of us, you know.
I empathetically decline. You're not my type at all.
It's honorable law of casualty.
Basic instincts act and react.
Well then, if you don't mind.
A small smile played across her lips as she held the teacup delicately in her hand.
Wait.
She cocked her head to the side and threw the cup as hard as she could at the wall.
What the? Hey, what are you doing, my white little rabbit? I hate this kind of tea!
I don't understand. Imagine we are at a coffee shop. Just any normal, everyday cafe. I sit down and I order some tea. Then they ask me, would you like lemon or milk? Now, further imagine that I reply, yes, I would like milk tea, please. In that case, along with the tea, they may bring me a small container of milk. Yes. But that is not for me. I am among those who prefer the milk to be part of the process from the outside. The fragrance is just so overwhelmingly sweet that way. Adding milk or lemon right before you drink is like dousing your fries in ketchup. They're condiments! Whenever looking for a cafe, I first review their menu to see if it offers the proper style of milk tea. And I cannot acknowledge any milk tea that does not add the milk during the brewing process.
If I had to describe one shared reaction to what we just heard, I'd have to go with wide-eyed bewilderment.
I went through all the trouble to make you that tea. And you want me to go even further?
Yes, I realize it can be a bit of a hassle. Even in cafes that offer proper milk tea, it is always more expensive than simple tea with milk. It takes more time to prepare, surely, but why even bother creating a menu if you are not going to offer the highest level of quality?
Well, we don't actually have a menu.
That does not matter! Hurry up and bring me what I asked for, swine!
Okay, you little piggy will bring it right up!
I do so love crashing. You were like a totally different person just now.
Yeah, shit, you really went psycho there. It was more to her than when I first met her. I'd hate to have her as my enemy. Seriously, man, she is one scary chick. The dining hall doors flew open and one of the late arrivals came storming in. But news, everyone, there's a mystery afoot.
What happened, dude?
It would seem Byakuya refuses to leave his room. I stood there pressing the doorbell over and over, but he never showed himself. Maybe he just wasn't there. I'd like to think so, but I'm worried something might happen to him. What he meant by that. He didn't have to say anything else. Everyone understood exactly what he meant. It might be a good idea if we split up and go look for him. I was just about to suggest the same thing.
So, you're trying to one up everyone. Okay, now I'll go check his room for one time. I'm just gonna keep hammering on that button until I get a response.
Very well. The rest of us can check the rest of the building.
Yeah, before it's, too late.
Anyway, we just have to do our best to find Byakuya. So where might Byakuya have gone? Maybe he went to check out the second floor of the school again. Meanwhile, Celeste is still standing there. The second floor. Hold on. Oh, Byakuya! When I opened the door to the library and looked inside, I cried out in sudden surprise.
Byakuya?
No, I'm not dead, you stupid fuck. Of all the things I'd imagined, this most definitely wasn't one of them. Hey, what are you doing? I'm fishing. What does it look like I'm doing? I'm trying to read, so if you could be quiet. Oh, sorry. Wait, no! What are you doing here? Everyone's super worried. We've been looking for you. Who asked you to do that? Because we're all supposed to meet up in the morning and eat together. It's a promise. A promise? Can't I get a second's peace and quiet around here? Byakuya snapped his book shut and slowly stood up, smooth and silent as a shadow. Meanwhile, the others must have heard me yell and started showing up one after another. Byakuya, so this is where you've been hiding.
The heck were you doing here, dude?
You were really concerned. Well, you had no reason to be. I was just reading. I've never read such a horror novel before, but it might just prove useful at some point.
What are you reading?
A mystery novel.
Wait, so you're gonna use that when you're learning that from Betrayers?
Don't be stupid. Yeah, it's just something to keep in mind. Yeah, wait, what? If I decide to fight, of course I'll come up with something original. Otherwise, this game of ours would be totally boring, right? It's not often you get to take part in such a high-stakes, high-tension activity. So if you're going to do it, you might have to make sure it's entertaining. Its words sent a chill down my spine. There was an undeniable smile on his face as he spoke. It looked like he was actually enjoying himself. Enjoying this deranged killing game. What the fuck do you mean, game? That's fucked up! But it is a game. It's a game of life and death, which can only have one winner. That's all there is to it.
He's right. It's a zero-sum game.
Huh?
It is part of a game theory, a mathematical model. In game theory, what we are going through now is called a zero-sum game. In this type of game, in order for one person to gain something, another must necessarily lose something. In other words, it is a situation in which participants must compete for possession of resources.
You mean like a kind of elimination match?
Entrance exams, sports tournaments, job openings, or social interactions fall into this category. Everyone must scramble to obtain something which is limited. For you to succeed, someone else must fail. It also applies to the school life we have been subjected to here. In this case, our limited resource is that only one of us can successfully become the black.
So this game was designed from the beginning to force one of us to try and defeat all the others. That can't be what they had in mind.
That's why arbitration is so crucial. If those want to escape or to disappear, there would be no reason to continue playing the game.
But why would I want to stop playing? It's so much fun. He smiled again as he spoke. The smile was filled with evil intent. He twisted his face into something not human.
It sounds as if you do not acknowledge even the possibility that you may lose. Am I right?
Of course.
You do not speak like the others. Exactly what I would expect from the Togami era act.
It's just normal arrogance, right?
You talk like that, but what if you end up dead?
I won't. It simply isn't possible.
What the fuck do you think? Who the fuck do you think you are?
You know, I still just can't believe it.
Believe what?
That an uneducated, brain-dead, useless piece of garbage like you has survived this long.
I'm gonna fucking kill you!
Like I said, I won't die. You keep saying that, but
Do not bother arguing with him. For him, this concept of losing simply does not exist. He is the ultimate affluent progeny after all, a boy raised to succeed from the day he was born. He considers victory his destiny and has lived his life accordingly. Tests and challenges are merely ways for him to stand victorious, even if it is a life and death situation. Is that not so, Byakuya?
at least one of you seems to understand.
It is because I am the same as you. Games are meant to be won.
Are you trying to suggest we're on the same level? Close that vulgar mouth of yours.
Well, I do apologize.
Anyway, let me just say this to all of you. You all need to try harder. If an opponent isn't going to give their best, where's the fun for me?
That's a terrible way to look at it.
Hmm?
This isn't a game. Our lives are on the line, you know. To kill our friends it's horrific.
Friends? Who decided that?
Huh?
We're not friends. No, quite the opposite. We're in competition. We are enemies.
But you know.
But what? Stop trying to force your contradictions on me and just accept what I'm telling you.
Yes? If you have something to say it. Otherwise, keep your mouth closed.
I'm sorry.
Hey shithead, you got all the bully people that can't fight back. You wanna try that on me?
So you're back to pretending to be friends, huh? And how long do you think that's going to last?
Fuck you!
Is that all you can say? It's unfortunate you would waste your breath on such empty charge.
That's it, you're fucking dead.
Hold on, just calm down.
I am calm!
How is this calm?
Anyway, I don't have any intention of working with the rest of you any longer. To cooperate during an elimination game is, well, frankly, a waste of time. And I hate wasting my time. Waste of time? Engaging in a friendly group meals is out of the question. Someone could easily poison our food. And I'd rather not become part of the Last Supper just yet.
Quit talking like you're in a fucking movie!
All I'm saying is that ultimately you are free to do whatever the fuck you want on your own. Goodbye. Without glancing back, Byakuya left. There wasn't anything we could do to keep him from going. His way of thinking was just beyond anything the rest of us could even comprehend. Was he serious about that?
He was, without a doubt.
Oh, fuck him then!
What he said, might not necessarily be wrong. I mean, can you say for sure someone won't poison that food? Hey, come on, you two, Doko. It's not like anyone would care, even if I was gone, right? Actually, I bet you all want me gone. You all think I'm disgusting.
None of us think that.
You just think you don't think that.
I know some people like to play the victim, but this is like totally out there.
You think I don't know, but I do. You want me to be gone. And I'm sure the rest of you want the same thing, don't you?
Wait, Doko, wait!
Just let it go. Once she gets going like that, there's nothing you can say to bring her back.
Ultimately, a breakfast meeting came to an end without answering any questions. Everyone headed back to their rooms. Jeez, I'm tired already. But I don't have time to even take one day off. Oh, we will take a day off. And with that day off is the point where the video ends. Yeah, it's an interesting second floor. Byakuya's way of thinking. In the next episode, we're going to continue there's school life. I'll be seeing you there. Thank you for watching. Later.